Hello everyone. Today I'm coming with new topic 10 best laptops you can buy. The best laptop of 2022 can come with a variety of brands, prices, and features. Here, we've got the rest of the best laptops: Windows 10 business notebooks, gaming rigs, Chromebooks, laptops for school, and 2-in-1 convertibles. The laptop I pick it up at first is Apple MacBook Air M2, and it's the best laptop of 2022. The latest MacBook Air, powered by Apple's M2 processor, is the best laptop for most people. The base model, which includes 8 GB of memory, 256 GB of storage, an 8-core CPU, and an 8-core GPU, starts at $1,199. A model with 512 GB of storage, which is what we recommend for most people and will let you keep using the laptop for longer. The Air has lost the wedge-shaped design that was its calling card for years, but retains many of the other excellent features of years past, including MagSafe charging, Touch ID, and the scissor switch keyboard, and adds a new 1080p webcam and 2 new color options. The M2 processor inside isn't as fast or powerful as the M1 Pro or M1 Max you get in the larger and more expensive MacBook Pro models, but it's still mighty fast. In our testing, it was able to handle intense office workloads with little to no heat or slowdown. Given how thin and light this device is, it delivers a combination of power and portability that you'll be hard-pressed to find in many other machines out there. The M2 Air didn't give us quite as much battery life as the 16-inch M1 Pro MacBook did in our rundown testing, but we would still expect it to last most people a full day of continuous use. Apple is continuing to sell the M1 MacBook Air, which was released in 2020. And at the second I got MacBook Pro, 14-inch and 16-inch, and it's the best creator laptop. The 16-inch MacBook Pro is the most powerful laptop Apple has ever made. If you're willing to pay the price, and it's a steep price, you'll almost certainly be satisfied with what this machine can do. In my opinion, which test a variety of creative tasks including encoding, playback, and export time, the MacBook Pro 16 did better than any laptop we've ever used. The only other machines that have come close to matching this thing in some of their benchmarks are high-end desktop PCs. The battery life is also record-shattering. The 16-inch configuration with the M1 Pro processor lasted 16 hours in my testing, making it the longest-lasting laptop we've ever reviewed. The M1 Max configuration doesn't last quite as long, but still got us through a workday. Elsewhere, I have basically no complaints about the newest MacBook Pro. It has a gorgeous display that can reach 1000 nits when playing HDR content. It pairs that with the best set of speakers I've ever heard from a laptop. And these Pro models can output to multiple external displays, while the Air is limited to one. If you're looking for a machine that can accommodate a demanding workload while also serving as an excellent multimedia device when you're off the clock, the MacBook Pro 16 is the best device for you. The third one is MacBook Air M1, and it's a more budget-level Apple option if you're interested in a lightweight MacBook, but the Air is out of your price range. You're probably better suited to 2020's M1 MacBook Air, which Apple is continuing to sell. The base model, which includes 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, starts at $999. The older Air has a 13.3-inch 2560x1600 screen, Touch ID, 720p webcam, fingerprint sensor, and scissor switch keyboard. The M1, while not being quite as fast as the M2, is still fast. In our testing, it handled intense photo and video editing workloads better than almost any Intel-powered thin and light laptop we've tried this year. It was also able to run Shadow of the Tomb Raider at close to playable frame rates, which is quite a feat for integrated graphics. Battery life is also not quite as good as that of the M2, but it's very close. I got between 8 and 10 hours of sustained work. The fourth one is HP Spectre X36014. It's the best Windows laptop. It's hard to come up with a single complaint about the Spectre X36014. It's a drop-dead gorgeous machine with a sturdy build and a premium look and feel. 36014 isn't just pretty to look at, it's also a pleasure to use as a daily work driver. Intel's latest 11th gen processors and Iris Xe integrated graphics deliver snappy performance with no slowdown or freezes that we observed. And we got an average of 10 hours of battery life out of the device, one of the best results I've ever seen. On the outside, the Spectre includes a roomy 3:2 display, and if FHD resolution doesn't suit your fancy, there are OLED and 1000 nit options available. There's even a packaged stylus, which attaches magnetically to the side of the Spectre, handy if you're using the device as a tablet. Pretty much every other aspect of this laptop, from its comfortable keyboard and smooth touchpad to its bass-heavy audio and practical port selection, rivals or exceeds the best convertibles on the market. Such an exceptional package of features doesn't come cheap, and many customers will find everything they need in a less expensive product. But the Spectre X360/14 is the new gold standard of Windows convertibles. Overall, it's the best Windows laptop you can buy. Next, the fifth one is Asus ZenBook Pro Duo 14. It's the best dual-screen laptop. Finally, there is a dual-screen laptop that can actually recommend buying. In the past, the dual-screen form factor has felt gimmicky, difficult to see, and difficult to use. But in the ZenBook Duo 14, Asus has angled the screen significantly higher than before, made it higher resolution, and given it an anti-glare etching that's made it actually useful. Using Asus's Screen Expert software, ZenBook Pro Duo users essentially have a small, crisp secondary OLED monitor on their keyboard deck. This second screen can also be turned into a giant touchpad, which is helpful since the actual touchpad the device comes with is pretty tiny. The device also comes with high-performance chips from Intel and Nvidia, and a roomy 1610 primary screen. While the keyboard in the front layout won't be for everyone, this innovative device is the best choice for shoppers who want multiple screens in one. The sixth one is Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. It's the best laptop in 2022 for gaming on the go. You want to be careful with this one, because some of the models are too expensive for what they offer. Make sure that you're buying the $1,649.99 SKU with the 6700S GPU. I feel that this model, specifically, is the best 14-inch gaming laptop you can buy. It's a perfectly portable device at just 3.79 pounds and 0.77 inches thick, and it comes with a great keyboard, touchpad, port selection, and screen. The frame rates it produced in our testing were solid, and we didn't see a huge difference in performance between the 6700S and 6800S models. And we got all-day battery life, which you don't see in gaming laptops every day. If you are interested in having an animated grid of colored lights on your computer, you can also pay more for a model that has Asus's Anime Matrix. I don't think these models offer particularly good value for their price, but they do have some cute benefits. You can customize them to display words or images of your choice, and there's a virtual pet on it that you can play with. At the seventh I put LG Gram 17, and it's the best laptop in 2022 for big screen fans. Even if you've used a light laptop before, it's difficult to explain how light the LG Gram 17 is. It has a massive 17-inch display, but it's somehow only 3 pounds. Picking it up messes with your mind, you feel like you're not holding anything. But the Gram 17's weight isn't the only standout feature. It also has some of the best battery life you can get, lasting over 12 hours in our testing. Add a great keyboard, a solid port selection, quiet fans, and a fast processor, and there's very little not to like about this device. Not everyone needs a 17-inch display, and many folks who do are looking for a heavier-duty workstation that probably doesn't get moved very often. But if you just really like a large screen for your daily office work and Netflixing, you're the target demographic for this machine. It's a niche, but truly impressive device without much real competition in today's market. At the 8th there is HP Envy X360/13. It's the best budget laptop in 2022. You don't need to spend $1,000 to get a laptop that looks and feels premium, because the HP Envy X360 is the best budget laptop you can buy. Its sturdy and compact build, chic convertible design, and excellent performance. The Envy has a thin and light chassis and nearly bezel-free display with an 88% screen-to-body ratio. The touchscreen, which supports HP's MPP 2.0 pen, is bright and looks great. You can choose a 300 nit, 400 nit, or 1000 nit panel. And HP has added a row of convenient hotkeys to the keyboard, including kill switches for the microphone and OU processors. In my model did an outstanding job with a fairly heavy load of multitasking. And AMD's integrated Radeon graphics delivered good gaming performance comparable to what you'd expect from a lower-powered discrete GPU. The next I got Dell XPS 13. Usually you know this Dell laptop because it's mostly known and used laptop and it's the best laptop for college. The Dell XPS 13 is a compact and reliable laptop. Its beautiful chassis, excellent 1610 display, and great performance make it an excellent choice for general-purpose users. My review unit, an i7 model, blew through the work tasks I needed it to do without any slowdown or heat. It did quite well in both gaming and media work. There is also a fancier Dell XPS 13 Plus available for purchase, which will include all kinds of new features the XPS 13 doesn't have, including an OLED display option, borderless haptic touchpad, and LED touch function keys. We're looking forward to reviewing that model very soon. Best Laptops 2020, Dell XPS 13, late 2020, Dell XPS 13. At the last I choose Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Nano. It's the best laptop for business travel in many ways. The ThinkPad X1 Nano is a run-of-the-mill ThinkPad. It's got a solid sturdy chassis, discrete clickers, a physical privacy shutter, a red trackpoint in the middle of the keyboard, and all kinds of business-specific security and management features. But the Nano is special because it's the lightest ThinkPad Lenovo has ever made. It's also one of the lightest laptops you can buy. You're not sacrificing performance to get that mind-blowing weight. The Nano kept up with our heavy testing workloads without